Hi, this is Eva Cartman, host of the Dream Big Podcast Show, the place to go to learn, laugh, and grow. Big dreamers, this is episode 200 of the Dream Big Podcast. When we launched the podcast in October 2016, never could I have imagined that we would record 200 episodes, and we are just getting started. Today, I'll be sharing the number one secret I've learned from publishing 200 episodes. And I've got a special rhyming poem to commemorate this episode as well. This is episode 200 of the Dream Big Podcast. You know what time it is. It's time to dream big. My name is Eva Cartman. I'm part of a squad of super kids that are here to change the world. We don't believe you need to be adults to have big goals and start working towards your dreams. We believe age is just a number, and you're never too young to make a difference. We may be young, but we are not naive. We understand that achieving our big dreams will not be easy. It will take incredible dedication, hard work, and yes, massive action. There will be ups and downs, but we embrace the challenges and relish pushing outside of our comfort zone because this is how we grow. They may not teach us these concepts in our school textbooks, but we are smart enough to know that the tools and tactics to achieve our big dreams are out there. And we are willing to do the work to seek out these skills and master them because we know that our future depends on it. We are the big dreamers, and it's time to dream big. Before we dive into number one secret I've learned in 200 episodes, let's enjoy a laugh courtesy of Silly Sophia.
2 pickles fell out of the jar on the floor. What did one say to the other? Deal with it. How do you get a squirrel to like you? Act like a nut. That's funny.
Thank you, Sophia, for always making us laugh. Okay, big dreamers, ever since I got to episode 180 and realized that episode 200 was just around the corner, I started thinking about what I should share with you on the 200th episode. I've learned so many lessons, interviewed so many amazing people, and had so many experiences as a result of launching this podcast that it was hard to decide what I should share with you today. But after brainstorming with my parents, we thought it would be fun to pick the number one lesson that I have learned, if I could only pick one. And then my dad and I also decided to turn that lesson into a rhyme. So what I'll do is share the lesson, and then we'll close the episode out with a rhyme. I've had the privilege to interview true legends in their fields, from Laird Hamilton, the king of big wave surfing, to Mel Robbins, America's life coach, to the late great Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, and more guests than I could possibly name here. One of the key patterns that all my guests shared is that they would have never accomplished their big dreams if they had not taken massive action to move their dreams forward. Every single one of my guests, without fail, all accomplished their big dreams because they did not wait on the sidelines. They did not hope opportunities would fall into their laps. They did not expect others to do the work for them. Every guest took initiative and action towards their dreams. Now, I'm not saying that they could have done it alone. Every guest has always been quick to credit their peers and mentors. When I talked to Kobe Bryant, he said he would have not accomplished what he did without his mentor, Phil Jackson, and teammates, Shaq, Gasol, and so many others. But you would not know Kobe Bryant's name if he had never taken action, if he hadn't worked so hard to be the best basketball player he could be. His work ethic, the Mamba mentality, is what in part made him so legendary. These guests have inspired me to work hard on the podcast. I get support from my parents, and I would not be here today without them. But these episodes only get published if I do the interviews or if I record these solo episodes. People often ask me how I started my own podcast, and the answer is that I just did it. I took the action, and I want all of you to take action too towards your dreams, because that is the only way that they are going to happen. So with all that said, here's the poem that we are calling No One But You. I recorded the poem too on video, So if you check out our Instagram and other social media channels, then you can see me reciting the poem, and we even had an illustrator add fun illustrations. If you check out the video, let us know what you think in the comments. Here we go. To celebrate 200 episodes of the Dream Big podcast, I'd like to share the number one lesson I've learned to be true. If you want to make your dreams a reality, no one will do it for you. No one is going to tell your story or run your race. How empty life would be if that were the case. No one is going to launch your website or deliver your speech. If you don't utter a word, not a soul will you reach. No one is going to open your business or magically make you world class. If you want that to happen, well, get off your beep. No one is going to build your product or write your book. Stop the excuses, enough gobbledygook. No one is going to force you to act or create what it is you envision. If you're going to get it done, it's gotta be your decision. Because only you can make your dreams a reality and make your ideas happen. To steer your future, get behind the wheel and be the captain. This is it. It's time for action. If you don't do it now, just tell me when. You only have one shot at life, not a chance to do it again. So while no one will do it for you, it won't matter because you will. And once you decide that, everything changes. And life is such a thrill. I hope you liked the poem, and thank you again for being part of this amazing journey with me. If Dream Big Podcasts have helped you and your family, then let us know by leaving us a review on iTunes at dreambigpodcast.com/iTunes. We do read your reviews and love hearing from you. Finally, be sure to go to dreambigpodcast.com/200 to get links to our social media accounts where you can watch me recite the No One But You poem and see the illustrations that our amazing illustrator added to make it come to life. That's all for this 200th episode of the Dream Big Podcast. This is Eva Cartman reminding you that you have unlimited potential. Your dreams are not optional. You need to make them essential. So take massive action to turn those big dreams into reality. Live with passion, the way life was meant to be. I'll see you next episode. Bye.